Silver and gold, silver and gold means so much more when I.
We also have seen all-time highs in gold, yesterday hitting another level it hasn't seen before. I know metal tracking is a big thing for you, and you even have a trade that you've named and widely discussed, the Burl Ives Trade. What are your thoughts right now on metals trading and what the future of gold and silver look like?
Well, they've certainly had this incredible run, as you know. I mean, over 40% move so far year to date from gold and silver, and they've been ripping to the upside. And a lot of that has to do with the dollar and different other reasons that people have decided to shift over to some of these metals. I think it's really interesting. And by the way, the GLD, that's where most of the option activity that we have been seeing. They've been right. It's been huge, massive trades that they've been putting on out there, whoever that they are. They've been very smart, and they've been given some pretty nice gifts to the upside, because if you take a look at those charts, I mean, it's a pretty extraordinary move that I don't know a lot of people have really understood how big this really is for gold, for GLD itself as their use for the gold trade. We're not seeing as much activity in the silver world, but I will tell you, that's been running too. That's up over 40% as well. That's had a huge run all the way up to 43 yesterday, pulling back a little bit on both the gold and silver after this big run. I think everybody's wanting to sit on the edge of their seats right now and try to figure out everything about what Powell's going to say. It's likely the quarter point. I don't see much of folks out there thinking it's going to be a 50 basis point. I think the quarter is easily the slam dunk, but what does that end up meaning for gold and silver? And so far, as the options have been trading, they just continue to come to different levels, whether it's the GLD or when you're seeing silver. That's a big move that people are still expecting to go maybe even further.
And I know most of your trading is done primarily in options, but as far as equities, do you have any stocks that you like right now?
Oh, yeah, all kinds of them. I look at Amazon. I still think there's plenty of upside there. There are some names that are stretched. Oracle, I love what they've been able to do. I continue to follow that one very closely. We do see a lot of activity there. So I like what I see out of Oracle. I like what I see out of Amazon. I like what we're seeing day in and day out when we look over at Tesla. Tesla was almost given up by a lot of people. Boy, it's had a heck of a run of late. It's been an incredible run to the upside there. So we're seeing those, but I think the most impressive one so far, and a stock that I like a lot, has been Google. Some of the investments they've made, and they've made a lot of different things happen that a lot of people, I think, weren't really expecting. And when you take a look at Google, that's another one. The performance is out there. It's already been happening, and I still think there's room to the upside for those names.